Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. So English grammar lovers, Assalamu alaikum. Sir Javed Aziz is here, and today, as I told you that after completing parts of speech, we will move to sentences, its kinds and types. Now today we will study what a sentence is basically, how many kinds a sentence has, and how many types of sentences we study. After completing these sentences, we will jump to tenses. And I know majority of you, my loving teachers and my loving students, you are waiting for that. So remember that parts of speech we have done in detail, we have done articles, we have done regular and irregular verbs. I hope that you have watched the video. If not, then before watching this sentence, this video, please, before or after, you have to watch all those. That is very important for you. So first of all, we will start with the simple sentence. What a simple sentence is basically. A simple sentence contains one independent clause. Now remember that in bracket I have written for you what is an independent clause. A subject followed by verb or verb phrase. What is an independent clause? A subject that is followed by verb or verb phrase. So we say a simple sentence contains one independent clause. It expresses a single idea. Only a single idea is expressed. Therefore, we call these type of sentences, we call it a simple sentence. Like example, you will say, I am happy. I is a subject and it is followed by a verb phrase. I am happy. Then comes Sonia. Sonia does not eat meat. So subject is there and verb phrase is there. My brother and I went to the mall last night. Now remember that in this, what these simple sentences is expressing a single idea. Now note, a simple sentence is not necessarily short. The subject can be single like I or Sonia, or it can be a double subject like my brother and I. But remember, it expresses the idea that is single. Or it can be multiple words describing a single person or object, like this new laptop computer. This new laptop computer. So their subject is described in many different ways. Now, after this we will see what a compound sentence is. Now here a compound sentence has two independent clauses. But these two independent clauses are joined by linking words. In bracket you will find what are linking words that links two words. And, but, or, so, yet, however. So these are the linking words. Now each independent clause, remember in compound sentences we use two independent clauses. So further it says each independent clause could be a sentence itself, but we connect them with a linking word, like I am happy, a simple sentence. My kids are always complaining, it is also a sentence. With but, linking word, we have joined two simple sentences, and when two simple sentences combine, it will become a compound sentence. So example becomes, I am happy, but my kids are always complaining. Second, Sonia does not eat meat. So Ali made a special vegetarian dish for him. Sorry, here you have to write, this is not him. Here you will write her. Make it, this is my mistake, sorry for that. Then in third sentence, my brother and I went to mall last night, but we didn't buy anything. You remember in simple sentences we said my brother and I went to mall last night. Now here with this independent clause we are using another independent clause, that is we didn't buy anything. We didn't buy anything is a simple sentence itself. But when two independent clauses are combined by the word but, this but, then we will say my brother and I went to mall last night, but we didn't buy anything. By combining two independent clauses, we will make it a compound sentence. This new laptop computer has already crashed twice and I have no idea why. I have no idea why is a simple sentence. This new laptop computer has already crashed twice is a simple sentence. Two independent clauses joined by the word and it became a compound sentence. Note that each sentence has two subjects and two verb phrases because there are two independent clauses, so therefore subject is there in first independent clause with a verb, and in second independent clause there is a subject and verb. So in note it says that each sentence has two subjects and two verb phrases. Then after that we will jump to complex sentence. Now after compound it becomes a complex sentence has one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. What is a dependent clause? After full stop it clears that a dependent clause cannot be a complete sentence by itself. When we say independent clause, it is a complete sentence. Dependent clause cannot be a complete sentence by itself. So in complex, there are one independent and one dependent clause. I am happy even though I don't make much money. I am happy but I can't make much money. Sonia, a friend I have known since high school, doesn't eat meat. After getting home from work, my brother and I went to the mall last night. And look at the last sentence. This new laptop computer which I bought yesterday has already crashed twice. Here you will find one independent clause and with that a dependent clause, which is not a complete sentence. These are complex sentences. Then there is another form, that is compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence contains three or more clauses. It means two independent and at least one dependent clause. At least. I am happy. Look at the sentence. I am happy even though I don't make much money, but my kids are always complaining since we can't afford to buy the newest toys. Now in this you will find there are two independent and one dependent clause is there. And this sentence became a heavy sentence. We call it a heavy sentence, and heavy sentence means compound complex sentence. Independent clause. I am happy and my kids are always complaining. What is a dependent clause? Even though I don't make much money and since we can't afford to buy the newest toy. So two dependent clauses are there. So in definition it says at least one dependent clause. So you can use more than that. So here two dependent clauses are used. And what is the linking word over here? Linking word is but that we have used. Then kinds of sentences. For school students this is very important for you. Most common four kind of sentences are declarative or statement sentence, exclamatory or exclamation sentence, imperative or command sentence, interrogative and question sentence. In some schools, majority of the English medium schools, they say declarative, and in some schools they say statement sentences. So I've written both the names for you, exclamatory and exclamation, imperative and command, interrogative and question. First we will go with declarative or statement sentences. This type of sentence helps in making statements and starting basic information. Like an opinion can also be expressed by using this type of sentence. Here we just put statements in front. When we only put statement, then we call it a statement sentence or declarative, because declaration you are doing putting forward some statement. For example, students failed to complete their essays on time. This is the statement that was made by a teacher. My wife loves eating cake in the morning. A husband, he has declared this thing. The developer needs new resources for completing a project. Now developer needs new resources for completing this or any project. Then comes exclamatory or exclamation sentence. It always ends with an exclamation mark. This type of sentence used to express deep emotions or feeling. Wow, ha, alas, hurrah, we have done this interjection. You remember that? Now when a sentence comes, it shows the complete emotions and feelings. It can be either be disbelief or happiness, and it must be finished with an exclamation point. For example, I got an A in my research paper. This is an exclamation because I got A. then that movie was exciting. The movie was very exciting. I loved it. I can't believe how fast that car was moving. Now all these sentences you have to show your emotion and feeling. Now look, all the 3 sentences I will read again and look how Sir Javed is reading for you. I got an A in my research paper. That movie was exciting. I can't believe how fast that car was moving. Then comes imperative and command sentences. This type of, when somebody is ordering someone, this type of sentence is used for giving demand or instruction. If you are demanding something or you are giving order to someone. A period puts in the end, period is a full stop, but in some cases an exclamation marks might be used. This can either be negative or positive, depending on them, either a positive order or a negative order. For example, do not stop, and further we can say keep on walking. Never speak to me like that again. Teacher always says, your father and your mother, never speak to me like that again. Please leave your shoes outside. It is a request. You can call it a instruction also. That when you enter my drawing room, please leave your shoes outside. Then interrogative and question sentences. Naturally, it ends with a question mark. This type of sentence is used in asking questions. Question mark is used at its end. For framing question, choose words like why, what, when, where. This is W family. And do, how. So for example, what type will you finish writing? Your English homework. This is also my mistake, please clear it. This is time, T-I-M-E. This is wrong spelling, so T-I-M-E. What time will you finish writing your English homework? Please correct it. What is an adverb? This is a question. How often do you read this article? This is also a question. So when we say about question, this is also called interrogative sentences. So these are what we said, kind of sentences, kinds and its types. So both we have done. I hope that it will be very beneficial for you. You have any queries, if you want notes or anything, please write in comments. Give me your phone number, write in comments, I will contact you. And the second thing is that please, thank you for watching your family channel. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that the further, whenever I upload my video, you will get the intimation for that. I hope you will revise all the parts of speech, articles, regular, irregular verbs and this sentence, because from tomorrow we are starting tenses. So tenses is very important, because after tenses you will very confidently you will write your own essays, your letter, application, dialogues and paragraphs and each and everything whenever you want to write something in English. So for that we have to polish our tenses. So with best of luck, love you all and take care. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.